Hi, I'm here today with Imogen Edmunds of Redwing Solutions HR Consultancy, and we're talking about dealing with different generations, which is a minefield at times.
Absolutely, absolutely. We would, I think now we know more about the differences in the generations, if we were to track it, we would be able to say that the issue that we're dealing with today derives from a different generation. I think we often don't label it as such, but if we were to analyse them, we would know that that's what we're talking about. I think the difference in the generations comes apparent often when it comes to people's expectations of other people, and it's really, really important in business, isn't it, whatever your business, to clarify your expectations with others. And we recommend that this is something that the employer, that the manager does right at the beginning of the employment relationship. They don't leave it to chance that somebody will work out what your expectations are and how you like things done. I mean, your culture is often, possibly right, possibly wrong, labelled as how you do things round here. And you know, I get why it has that definition, but you know, you do need to set out to people and explain it. So if you've got core values, you do need to explain them, and different generations will see your core values differently. So understanding the difference is really important, because having people of different generations in a workplace is a really positive thing. It's positive for the children, it's positive for the parents, it's positive for the other colleagues, and it's a really wonderful thing. And I found over the last 12-18 months, since we've been in a recruitment crisis, that the more successful organisations are hiring older workforce to join their settings, because of the balance that brings, but also the diversity that brings. But an older person's view of the world may not be the same as somebody for whom this is their first job. And because of the difference in the generation, and somebody whose first job now may be a Generation Z. My son is 20, he's a Generation Z. You can tell very much that he's a Generation Z, and his friends are as well. But you mix that with myself, who's a Generation X, and our millennials that work for us already, and you have a real difference in how they see things. So you know, when Harry, one of James's friends, works in the office, you know, Harry's first inclination might be to email a customer, because that's what he's comfortable with. He's 20 years old, whereas Frank's view of the world, and Frank won't be cross at me for saying, but Frank is 60 in September. Frank's view of the world might be his first reaction is to telephone the customer, and to get them on the phone and have a good natter with them and work out how we can best support and advise you. And that difference in the generation is stark in our business, as it will be in the nurseries that are watching this video. And so we've got to understand where someone's coming from, and the best way to find out where someone sees things is to ask them. And it goes back. I know we keep talking about this, don't we?
We just need a big sign.
But it's so important to talk to them and ask them. And yes, you can go online, you can research the different generations, and you can find out that millennials will want to have work-life balance. Generation Z will want to have flexibility and perhaps life-work balance, that work will fit in with other priorities. Generation Z, as I said on a previous conversation, will require you to have succession plan and pathways. They'll want to know what training they're going to do. It's going to be really essential that you communicate that. But you know, Generation X, who are there perhaps to supplement their pension, you know, you might well have people working in your setting who are baby boomers, not Generations X, but people who are post-war babies. They want to you know, get out of the house. They want to have socialisation. So giving them a job which means they don't have social contact may well, you know, affect their motivation. But how brilliant would it be to have somebody who does lunchtime cover and does 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they're getting something from it, and you are too.
So I mean, it is about understanding how to communicate with them, but also understanding what they're looking to get out of it, so you can provide it really, and make sure they're happy and retained.
And if you don't talk, you'll never know.
We keep coming back to that. It's all about the communication. I hope you found that useful. Please do click on the link below to subscribe and get this into your inbox every week, and we'll see you again soon.